Hello everyone, today my agenda is that how to insert data in database using entity framework in ASP.NET Core Blazor application. And you can see that here, the showing application. In this application showing three different HTML control like name, address and contact number. Input data in this field and click on save button, data save in database. This is my agenda today. And also implement validation with the implementation with validation look like when I click on save button, when I click on save button and showing field look likes, and now fill all input control look likes and click on save button simply like that, and just check database and we can see that here, and select, and after executing this table, and you can see that here the last record app test and Noida and this contact number. That means data has been saved in database. This is my agenda today, and how to implement form, and after implementing form, and how to insert data in database using entity framework. Let's start implementation of and CRUD operation step by step. First one step is that implementation form with validation. Design a form with validation including model class. Let's start. And we can see that here I have already created a project name is Blazor app test, and after creating this project I have created a pages name is first page razor, and in this page I have written HTML. You can see that here input text, placeholder, class form control, @bind value. Inside the bind value basically use user details dot name, and simply use here edit form model, and this is model here, and inside the model I pass here instance of model class. You can see that here user details a model, and we can see that here user details is a model class. Inside user details have some property, we can see that here, and this, and create an instance of this particular model, and this model instance use here inside the form. We can see that here inside the edit form, and basically, and all HTML control implement here, as well as on valid submit call a function save user, and after that save user, calling the save user function, and use here user details like that. And this designing part of the form I have created a video already, and you should watch this one video and click on I icon, and in this video I explain all these things and how to design form and how to implement validation on this form, and after completion this designing part of the form and with form with validation, next step is that implementation of form and creating a service. Step 2, creating a service and inject inside my HTML page, as well as inject service in startup.cs. Let's start. And you can see that this is a project. In this inside this project, in data folder I have created a service name is user service.cs. We can see that here, and just created a service, and simply create a class, and just rename the particular class as a user service, and after creating a service in startup.cs class, and we can see that here I inject service name here service.add scope user service, and two steps has been completed till now. And the first one, creating a service and inject in startup.cs. Now move to on your HTML page. We can see that here this is your HTML page. Simply top of the page, and here inject your service @inject, basically using the keyword @inject and user service, and create an instance user service. Completing this is one step. When I click on submit button, call this one function save user, and inside the save user call this one function, and user service dot save data, and send the data here. Next step is that installing package related to entity framework. That means now part of the implementation of entity framework, how to implement entity framework in this application, and add some packages in your application. And you can see that here the first one package you have to need install your application, and Microsoft Entity Framework Core, and second one is that Microsoft Entity Framework Core SQL Server, and third one is that Entity Framework Core .tools. Three different entity framework package we have to need install in my application. I have already installed in my application. So and please install like look like how to install package in your application. Simply put here like that entity framework. How to install package in your application? Simply and click on browsers. Browse. Click on browse and put here your keyword name just like entity framework. You can see that I have multiple packages showing here in the list, and which one package you want to install your application, just click on like that and click here install, and when I click on install automatically and save in your application. And in this application I have used three different packages. You can see that here I have already discussed about these things: entity framework core, and entity framework SQL server, and entity framework tools. Three different packages basically used for implementation entity framework in this application. Let's start. Next step is that after installing package, creating a DB context class. Let's start. Simply you can see that here I have already created a class name is data context entity framework EF. You can see that here. Simply inside the class I create a class data context EF, and inside the class I implement here inherit DB context class. Inside the DB context class I use here data context EF and pass here DB context option, and inside the DB context I use data context EF like that, and after that use here my model class name public virtual DB set user details. User detail, that means this one model. This parts of my entity framework, and now this class inject inside my service. Look like now inject the DB data context EF inside my service. I declare here a private read only data context EF. You can see that here, and we can see that here, and inside the my user service I use here data context EF look likes, and just declare here as a private read only, and after that inject inside the my user service, and after that create an instance of this particular entity framework like that. And this part has been completed. And how to install package, or which one package we have to need to install in my application. Three different packages I have already told you. And after that installing the package and create a service, user service. After installing this package and creating a data context class, you can see that here, and after creating this data context class and inject inside the user service. Two parts has been completed here. Next part is that connection string use inside the app.setting.json, and how to inject inside the startup.cs. Let's start. And you can see that here this is the app setting.json. Double click on this one, and you can see that here simply here use connection string lookalikes connection string, and name of the connection string is school context like that, and server here my desktop name. You can see that here, and database name BlazorDB, and like that user ID and password. And after that adding here connection string in app.setting.json. Next step is that in your startup.cs class, and just simply service.addDB context and pass here your context class. Which one class I have already created? You can see already data context EF I use here, and after that write down here options, and option.user SQL server. Inside user SQL server configuration.get connection string, and pass here your connection string name. We can see that here two different things. The first one is that your entity framework class name, and second one is that your context class school context. Which one keyword we use on at the time of the connection string name. Simple parts of the implementation of how to add connection string in startup.cs. That means this part also has been completed. Next step is that implementation, creating database and using code first. That means adding migration and create database. Let's start. In app setting.json, we can see that here database name is BlazorDB, and this one is my database here. You can see that, and no Blazor DB showing here. A database using migration. Just click on tools and click on NuGet package manage console and click first one in your project, just like that, and write down the command for adding migration your project. Add migration initial DB, and we can see that here after adding migration and one folder has been automatically generate migration, and inside the migration initial DB we can see that here initial DB and showing here initial DB automatically are generated. And after that write down command here update database, and you can see that here, and after using update database command build started and build successfully. And now we can see that inside database, and just refresh my database look likes, and you can see that here Blazor DB has been created successfully. And inside the, and we can see that here one table showing here user details, which one model I have created in my project, and this part has been created, this one part has been completed successfully. Just check data in table, select top 1000 row, and now we can see that inside the table don't showing any one row, and move to the project. And now part has been completed. You can see that here this part has been completed successfully. First one is that implementation the form with validation. Second one is that creating service and inject inside the pages and startup.ch. And third one is that installation of package, which one package we have to need using entity framework. Three different packages I have installed in my application. And after that creating a DB context class, and after creating DB context class I use connection string and inject in my startup.ch class. This part has been completed. And third one step is that implementation database using migration, and I have created database and also table with the help of the migration. And next step is that insert data in database. Inside your page, first page dot razor, and you can see that here write down the function I have already discussed, and I have created a service user services. You can see that a user service, and user service inject here, and this is my form. Inside the form call a function on submit button on valid submit save user, and just scroll down this one page, and we can see that here, and here user service instance dot save data call a function, that function written on user service class inside the user service class, and just pass data here. Click on user service just, and I have created a function save user data. You can see that here, and pass user details and model name, and user details create an instance df, and set the property name address contact number from model dot address here like that. And after that user details dot add df, and after that write down the function save changes and return true after saving data. That means write down the function using entity framework. I save the data in my data. This part has been completed here, and again we are explaining again. And in this video we will be discuss here and implementation form, and after that service, and after that entity framework, and after that migration. And now write down the function inside the service. You can see that here, and now just click on run this application, and we can see that here this is a running application, and you can see that here this HTML control like that, name, address and contact number. When I click on save button, showing here validation look likes. Just put here name, contact number, put here contact number like that. And when I click on save button, and data save in database, just check in database, just check execute query, and we can see that here name, test, address, Noida, contact number. That means my record has been saved successfully. And you can see that here. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe channel, like this video.